sorts in her role as governor of Alaska. It is already both professional and personal, and today it hit even closer to home. Correspondent Dan Springer has details.
When Democrats launched their investigation, they said it was supposed to be a nonpartisan look into whether Alaska Governor Sarah Palin abused her authority by trying to get her ex-brother-in-law, State Trooper Mike Wooten, fired. But from the very beginning of the legal showdown, there were charges of a political witch hunt, which have only intensified, and now pit supporters of Barack Obama against John McCain's running mate. Special investigator Steve Branchflower convinced the state legislative committee to subpoena 13 people, including the governor's husband, Todd, about any role they may have had in the firing of Public Safety Commissioner Walt Monaghan. It's alleged that the governor fired Monaghan for refusing to fire Wooten, an accusation the governor denies. Wooten, who was going through a messy divorce with Palin's sister, has admitted to tasering his 10-year-old stepson, but denies other allegations, including drinking in his patrol car. Monaghan says no one in the Palin administration told him to fire Wooten, but he says he did feel some pressure. Republicans argue the investigation has turned into a political weapon.
Because a lot of us have grave concerns that this affair, which is really a matter of it's small state internal politics. It really has nothing to do with the national stage, but how it might be politicized and inappropriately applied nationally.
The investigation is being directed by Democratic State Senator Hollis French, an Obama supporter, who, when asked about the final report, said it would produce a, quote, October surprise. The Assistant State Attorney General has advised anyone served with a subpoena to refuse to comply. Quote, the investigation is using such tactics as a tip line and secret depositions, in which witnesses are asked under oath to testify to rumor and gossip. Those tactics raise questions about the scope and true purpose of the investigation. But Trooper Wooten's union representative says Americans have a right to know the truth.
When the Palin family got into power, they did everything they possibly could to demonize the state trooper and to demonize the Alaska state troopers as a result of it. Do I think that's a problem? Yes.
And a few minutes ago, Alaska's Lieutenant Governor Sean Parnell issued a scathing statement weighing in on this, saying that the whole process has been hijacked by partisan Democrats and by Obama supporters. Now, the vote giving this special prosecutor the power to subpoena Sarah Palin's husband and many of her top aides was actually granted by a Republican, or made possible by a Republican who joined two Democrats on the committee, setting up what the top-ranking Republican calls a smackdown between the legislative and executive branches of state government. The investigator says he needs about 1 week to have all of the depositions completed so we can have the final report issued in 1 month, just a few short weeks before the election. Jim?
Dan, thanks very much. No one is predicting